We are live now.
All right. Like I said when I came back, pardon me for my lateness, but taking care of a few things. So we're going to get this thing underway. This week on the Media Virus Podcast, it's episode 243. And tonight we salute America's right to blow off fingers, roast celebs for blowing up their lives, and wonder why the hell anyone needs to bowl naked under blacklights. Let's point and laugh, shall we?
Shut up and sit down.
It's the Media Virus Podcast. Now here's your infection team.
Hot damn! Do we have a show for you people this week? I'm Matty Rockdef, the Mattiest of all Rockdefs, and living proof that a pulse and an opinion are all you need to have a podcast. But let's be real, this audio circus wouldn't exist without the behind-the-scenes maestros, our executive producer, the esteemed Reverend Professor Mike Litoris. How you doing, Mike?
Hello.
And my incredibly beautiful, unbelievably hot segment producer, Ricky Rockdef. Hey, babe.
Hey.
So if you hate this, blame them. Stick around later for the B block, where we're going to be interviewing Mike Smith of the Gutter Gospel podcast. That should be fun. He's a former veteran, former homeless veteran. Pulled his life around and is spreading his gospel. That's cool. We'll talk to him. And so we're broadcasting live from our delightfully demented corner of the web, where the news gets a spin cycle, humor walks a tightrope, and your hosts are, shall we say, uniquely unqualified. Consider this your safe space for the unsayable, the unhinged, and the potentially contagious. Whether you're seeking anarchy, a chuckle in the face of doom, or you simply hate rock bottom, welcome to the Media Virus Podcast.
Goodness.
Let's grab some popcorn, point and laugh as the world is burning around us. And you know what, man? Like, we're just coming off the heels of July 4th. And it's every year around the 4th of July, I find myself torn. You know what I mean? Because on one side of the issue, like, I have the wisdom and the knowledge to know that setting off fireworks yourself is stupid and dangerous.
Right.
It can be, sure.
I know this. I've seen the videos. I've read the stories. I've heard the screams. I've smelled the flesh. I've helped my drunk cousin out of the brush while screaming that he can't find his eyebrows. But on the other side, there's this argument. Stuff go boom.
I mean,
It's a compelling argument. Stuff go boom, and
a compelling argument.
Boom, go boom is fun, and big boom, big fun.
Unless you're a dog.
But there's something that goes deep in the American DNA that just says, hell yeah, let's spend money that we don't have on things we don't need and just blow them up in the street while the neighbors call the cops. It's like a rite of passage, a middle finger to common sense.
If you think back, some of the battles of our Revolutionary War were just that.
I think about that often as I walk around the 4th of July, when you're not hearing them, you're not seeing them, you're just hearing them.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, that's probably what it sounded like. That's probably
very close.
But it's a bonding experience, and it's rolled into one flaming bag of chaos, and I do like it. And so every year we watch the news and we see the aftermath and we think, man, those people are idiots, while also whispering, yeah, but that looked awesome. Because if there's one thing we do better than any other country in the world, it's turning freedom into holy shit run. And this year, folks, America did not disappoint. From boats turned into fireballs to entire neighborhoods going up in smoke, people found new and creative ways to celebrate their independence by blowing themselves and everything around them sky high. So to honor this uniquely American tradition of freedom meets Darwinism, we're going to kick over to the Reverend Professor Mike Litoris, who's got our top 10 worst ways to celebrate independence in 2025 lined up for you. Mike, take it away, brother.
Thank you, Matty. Nothing says I love my country quite like lighting a fuse while holding a beer and ignoring the screaming voice of common sense in your head that says, hey, maybe don't do this. But America, we're all about freedom, baby. Freedom to blow your fingers off. Freedom to light your neighbor's roof on fire. Freedom to turn your pontoon boat into a floating barbecue pit. So in honor of our God-given right to turn the land of the free into the land of the flaming idiots, let's count down the top 10 worst ways Americans celebrated their independence in 2025. So I'll kick us off here with number 10, and trust me, it will only go downhill from here. Celebrating freedom by blowing up your boat on Haunted Lake. Lake Lanier, Georgia, July 4th. A family's July 4th ended with a fiery boat explosion, sending 5 people to the hospital at Lake Lanier, a lake with a drowning curse. It's claimed over 200 lives since 1994, because nothing says freedom like blowing your family off a pontoon boat on a lake so haunted it's practically screaming, "Get out."
Well, in at number 9, we have an NYPD officer takes a firework to the face in Harlem, New York. July 4th, an NYPD officer celebrating in Harlem, got a firework in the eye, ending up in the hospital while the street party kept going. Reminder, fireworks don't care about your badge. Imagine telling the guys at the precinct that you got clocked by a Roman candle. Protect and serve. Bro, you can't even protect your own eyeballs.
Number 8, a man loses his face to a firework. Oh, in Wareham, Massachusetts. Did I get this one because it's in Wareham?
No.
Oh, a 70-year-old man tried to be the cool grandpa, letting fireworks on the beach, and ended up giving everyone a front row seat to the world's worst magic trick. Poof. No face, no pulse, no refunds. It's not the face-melting finale everybody wanted on the holiday weekend, but it was a finale.
Yes, it was his finale. It absolutely was.
The end.
Number 7, fireworks plus pontoon boat equaled Darwin Award nominee. Delaware County, New York, July 4th, a pontoon boat turned into a floating fireball when a fireworks rig ignited too early, killing one man and seriously injuring another. Fireworks on water? Great idea. Lighting them on the boat? Instant Viking funeral. Just without the ceremony.
Another pontoon boat party turns into a fireball. You know what? I'm learning a lesson is don't fucking mix fireworks and pontoon boats.
I would love to go on a pontoon.
With fireworks?
That is solid advice. I'd love to build a pontoon boat.
In Alabama, a very similar but equally dumb incident. 6 men in Alabama ended up as crispy chicken tenders after trying to launch fireworks off a pontoon boat. If you've ever wondered what Sweet Home Alabama smells like on the 4th of July, it's charred skin and regret.
And regret.
And regrets.
Number 5, a firework blows up in a man's leg. In Waldorf, Maryland, one Maryland man figured out fireworks don't belong between your knees when a shell exploded on his leg, turning him into the 4th of July flesh confetti machine.
In his leg.
Flesh confetti machine.
In his leg.
Disgusting.
How did it get in there?
I said between his knees, so I was just assuming he's like, I don't know.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Close.
Whose turn is it? It's Mike's turn.
It's mine with number 4. Homemade fireworks lab turns suburban home into inferno. Hayward, California, on July 4th, a fireworks explosion in a garage set a house on fire, injuring 2 critically, and led to neighborhood evacuations. Remember, do-it-yourself fireworks are fun until you blow up your HOA.
I don't recommend anyone doing their own fireworks. Oh, shit. She was supposed to get this because we want to know how you would say this word. How would you say this word?
Pecoima.
Pecoima?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's close enough. That's all right. Well, a Pacoima neighborhood torched by fireworks. A neighborhood in Pacoima lost 4 homes to a fireworks mishap that sparked a massive blaze, critically injuring a woman. Friendly reminder: aim fireworks up, not into your family's living room.
Goodness. Illegal street show kills 8-year-old girl. We're at number 2 in Buena Park, California. An illegal firework display misfired, killing an 8-year-old Jasmine Nguyen and leaving a community shattered. The homeowner now faces involuntary manslaughter charges. OMG.
That's a reminder too. Like if you're going to have an illegal fireworks display and somebody gets hurt, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? The homeowner, whoever. It doesn't, like if some asshole brings fireworks to your house and they hurt somebody, that's your fault. And also, I believe that's win. NGUYEN.
Win.
It's win. But
Win.
The last one here is Mike's.
A little softer on the W, but yeah. Number 1 is fireworks warehouse explosion. Killed 7 in Esparto, California. July 1 through the 4th, a massive fireworks warehouse explosion near Esparto killed 7 workers, injured others, and triggered a 78-acre wildfire. Turns out big booms aren't always what you want during your July 4th barbecue.
That was cool. Well, we watched that last week, remember? And the 7 people were missing. And now
I thought that looked familiar. I also saw today on Pete's Instagram story, there were boys in Philadelphia that were trying to attack somebody else. And they were all like hiding around a corner. And
were they hiding in the trash?
Right. They were like hiding around the corner. And then like when the person approached, they all shot at the person, but they didn't have guns. They had fireworks that like protruded out. So they were all holding the fireworks like if it was a rifle, pointing it at this person who was running away now.
Like Roman candles, I guess.
We used to do that shit for fun. Just right in and start fucking shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't think it was like they were like playing a trick on somebody. I think it was murder.
I caught a reel the other night. And I don't know why you give a 3-year-old a Roman candle.
Jesus.
But this kid was no more than 3, if that.
Mm-hmm.
And when they lit it and they said, "Okay, hold it up," and put it up, and as soon as it started firing, pointed it right inside the door of the house and started running. Fucking children are psychotic, dude.
I don't know any better.
And you can hear the giggle. You have it was wild.
That's fantastic. Hey, Ricky, I got to tell you, Botano Organic isn't just slinging gummies and vapes anymore. They've got some seriously awesome CBD skincare.
Skincare? You mean fancy spa stuff that I love?
Exactly. Check this out. They've got CBD living lotion and eucalyptus for that cool minty vibe,
Ooh.
plus an unscented version if you're sensitive skin, like a delicate little flower.
Ooh.
And don't even get me started on the CBD living soap. Your skin's never been so chill.
Soap with CBD? Babe, are we officially bougie now?
Hey man, bougie feels amazing. And if you're hurting, that's Mission Farms Joint and Muscle Gel. Hits different.
Huh?
And if you're hurting, that Mission Farms Joint and Muscle Gel hits different. 2,400 milligrams of full spectrum CBD to make you forget you've got knees.
I'm in. Smelling good, feeling good, all hemped up.
Botana Organics, nature's way to feel good. Visit botanaorganics.com or stop by their Wilmington store at 3650 Silverside Road, Wilmington, 19810.
All right. Well, I'm looking for the cheesy porn style music. Hang on. I like this one.
Oh, you've got one?
That's not what I meant. There you go. Go ahead.
Hi to our listener on YouTube.
Tired of sweaty summer swamp ass, but still want to throw your balls down a lane?
Oh, goodness.
This July 12th, it's time to strip down, step up, and let your turkey dangle at Balls Out Bowling, where the only thing you're wearing is the fear of gutter balls and that weird neon glow on your nipples. That's right, folks. The Pittsburgh area naturists are renting out Crafton Ingram lanes in Crafton, Pennsylvania from 7 to 10 p.m. for a night of mandatory nudity, glow-in-the-dark fun, and bare-ass splits. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. Wrong. Shoes are required. Towels are required. But everything else, off, baby. Don't worry. It's not a swingers event. Unless you count swinging your junk when you throw a strike. They're serious. No sexual activity, no photography, no body shaming. 18 plus only. And trophies for the best score and presumably biggest balls.
Huh?
Ladies, you can wear bottoms if you want because apparently it's 2025 and pubic hair still scares management.
This is a real thing. The real location is Crafton Ingram Lanes, Crafton, just outside of Pittsburgh. Date and time is Saturday, July 12th, 2025, 7 to 10. It's $25 a head, or the rest of you, which covers your lane, shoes, and the opportunity to post, "I went balls out in Pittsburgh," to the therapist later. So if your summer plans need a bit more breeze, and you've been dying to show off that bowling pin tan line, grab your towels, shoes, and courage, and go balls out bowling in Pittsburgh.
Hello?
The Media Virus podcast proudly reminds you we don't sponsor this, but if we did, we'd bring baby powder and a blacklight.
That's a real event that was posted in a news article, and I thought it would be funnier if we just did a commercial for it.
That's so
Then
weird.
talk about it.
I do not even.
You don't want to go bowl naked in Pittsburgh?
I don't.
Are you sure?
I mean, I love looking at tits, but there's
Who
also going to be like wieners
There's going
there.
to be weird wangs there and stuff.
Well, the thing that you have to remember is a lot of these nudist events, you're going
Are old people
in real nudism. It's not just an excuse to get together naked. Where it's actually people who are nudists that are getting together naked because that's what you do.
It's giving flaccid.
Well, yeah, that and the people who want to get naked and hang around like that are generally the people you don't want to see naked.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
there was an episode on MTV True Life, and it was my parents are nudists, and it's like for like 50-year-old people. Like, I'm not saying anything, but I just remember like it was just like older people, like at the time older, and they just like to swing it around and sit on towels.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you something, guys. It would not be the Media Virus podcast if we didn't take a minute to point and laugh at the people who really have it all and somehow manage to torch it faster than a Florida fireworks stand. Because if there's one thing more American than blowing your hand off on the 4th of July, it's watching a celebrity career go up in smoke on social media. So let's dive in.
Okay. First up, Diddy's in deep.
Diddy.
He's in deep Diddy. Oh, first up, Diddy's in deep Diddy.
That's right.
Sean Diddy Combs was convicted under the Mann Act for transporting people across state lines for illegal sex, while somehow dodging trafficking and racketeering charges. He's facing up to 20 years, but don't worry, he'll probably drop a gospel album about the system before sentencing.
So they convicted him of something that is technically trafficking. But it's not trafficking.
Well, the trafficking charges were specifically for Jane Doe and Cassidy Ventura.
Okay.
And so they're saying that those two people were not trafficked.
But
okay.
He may have trafficked some other undisclosed person.
Yeah, but fuck them, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, they may.
Well,
not,
they did.
They may not have come forward. They may not have been willing to take part
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
In the case.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mike. Go ahead.
That's okay. No, shit happens. Meanwhile, a fresh civil suit claims he was trafficking and coercing for 8 years straight. Diddy might not be making hits anymore, but the court sure is.
Well, meanwhile, Love Island's Sierra Ortega found out racism doesn't get you a rose. Sierra got the boot after her old tweets resurfaced where she used a racial slur. Producers yanked her off of Love Island, USA, so fast her suitcase probably has whiplash. Apparently, the only thing hotter than a villa, this is that villa? Villa. I would say villa. I always say villa in my head because it's two L's. This season was her past.
So I don't watch Love Island, which is crazy because like I'm their target audience, I feel. But so this girl's old tweets, and it wasn't just like one-off. Like this was a word that she used regularly.
Okay, so she used what racial slur was she fond of?
Do we need to get into
it's an Asian one.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I know. Stop Asian hate.
I know.
It was an Asian one, and it's like there was actually. I remember there was a song that went like I'm saying the lyrics to this song. Hey, Chingy, why your eyes so chinky? Which meant why are your eyes so closed? Because he was smoking and drinking. And that's the word that she used on several photos, comments, tweets.
I'm going to guess she's probably not Asian.
She's not Asian. So the girlies, the kids are fighting over this because everyone's like, it's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And the Asians are like, oh, because it's Asian, it's not that bad. Oh, cool.
Well,
so the internet is split on this one.
You know, I kind of feel this one because when I was on the dungeon, we had a friend Chinky Twinky, and there's lots of instances available somewhere on the internet of me saying Chinky Twinky.
You better not get famous.
Just like right now.
Yeah.
I
figure I can't make it worse.
No, you can. We're broadcasting. But Juventus stars affair kicks off divorce drama. Soccer pro Daniel Regini's wife, Michela Persico, filed for divorce after he was caught having an affair with an Italian flight attendant. Oh. This is why you don't score off field, Danny. Now you're taking the ring off. He's getting benched, and their kids get to Google this mess forever.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hey, in rich people doing rich things, Dua Lipa. It's kind of fun to say. Dua Lipa.
I don't even know who she is.
She sings a lot of songs that you know of, and she's thick.
I just like to say Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa, Elizabeth Olsen, and Pedro Pascal showed up at Paris Fashion Week looking like the rent money we don't have. Dua wore vintage couture that costs more than your car, while Pedro was promoting Fantastic Four, First Steps, like a man who knows he's stuck in Marvel hell for the next 10 years.
I mean, he loves it. Stop playing.
Probably, yeah.
Dave
Grohl going for some public damage control?
Dude, Foo Fighters frontman Dave Grohl stepped out with wife Jordan Bloom at Wimbledon for the first time since he admitted to stepping out on his wife and fathering a child outside the marriage. Nothing says moving forward like clapping politely at tennis while your entire personal life is on fire.
I mean, that was a while ago, so he's really stayed out. Who's Sean?
I don't know, but he's chiming in with Diddy did not commit self-deletion. Oh, wait, that's next year's story. I'm not referencing that sicko. The president told me not to think about it anymore. All right, well, yeah, so, and in the Love is Dead department, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom split up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that's
they have a whole baby together.
File that, I'm sure. So did is it Gigi Gorgeous and Nats Getty split? Post Malone and Christy Lee split. Oh, man, poor Post. The only thing more temporary than Hollywood marriage is a bag of gas station fireworks.
Oh.
So there you have it. Your weekly reminder that fame and money don't buy you good judgment, monogamy, or a sense of timing when not to post. So.
The Katy Perry Orlando Bloom thing kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they were way into each
They were
other.
like solid.
I really did. But also, like, she's weird, yo.
Yeah, but
He is weird.
Hold on,
he's
because
like a donkey.
Maybe when she went to space, she
So there's like on Saturday Night Live, there's this the girl says, "And I'm Junice." You know that song?
No.
Okay, so there's like three, it's four sisters, and like the first one was like, "I'm Janet," and she does a little dance, and Janet's like cute. "I'm Holly," and there's another sister, and then the last sister is Kristen Wiig wearing like those weird little tiny miniature hands.
Yeah.
And he has like teeth on, and she looks like a wacko, and she goes, "And I'm Junice." So there's a video that's the song in the background, and then it shows like, I don't know, somebody famous, like Sabrina Carpenter, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, like somebody famous, like a woman singer, and I'm Junice. They show Katy Perry like doing like a weird like dance, and like that's just like exactly how the world feels about Katy Perry. She's like the weird sister.
So Sean Henry's chiming in. We found us through Kyle, through Hickory the Dank and Underwhelming. We got to reach out to him. I haven't reached out to him in a while.
Is that the guy in the suit?
Yes, he wears a suit on his
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. And I just got a message from this evening's guest that their computer is having tons of issues, so the show will have to cancel tonight. And he'll message me when he gets a new computer, and he says sorry. So,
Okay.
Goodness.
So all the work that we put into this week's B block has been shot to shit.
Oh, well, I guess I'll hang out then.
Well, I'm sitting here with two windows open, waiting for the guy to show up. I said, you know what? Let me take a look. Make sure he didn't send me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That was literally me today. I had therapy, and I was talking to Becky before therapy, like getting a game plan together. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, let me like log in, because I wanted to do it on my work phone so that I could see my regular phone. And then when I got off the phone with Becky and was like setting everything up, my therapist texted me like a half hour ago saying that she was having connection issues, and that she said, "Can we meet tomorrow or Friday?" And I was like, literally no.
What time? About what time was that?
Like 5.
I guess Hickory had a baby.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, congratulations to little Hickory.
Because
we got to reach out to him, dude. Now I have to. Shit.
Yep.
I feel like a dick. I like how I mentioned that we weren't going to have our guest, and one of our viewers dropped off. No.
Oh well.
All right.
That was the guest.
He's having computer issues. He's not.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let's not accuse people of things, okay?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Anyways, my therapist's computer issues got fixed magically when I put a sad face
Yeah,
in my session.
I asked about the time because at some point this afternoon at work, and I don't remember exactly what time it was, like all of a sudden, every window everything I had signed in, fouled up, just like not really signed out, but lost its connection.
Goodness.
And all of our work is live. Like I sit at a screen with a keyboard, but like it's not saving to the computer that's in front of me. It goes,
right.
We're live. So like everything stopped. It came back relatively quickly, but it was just like.
Was it around 5?
I don't remember what time it was today, but it was like everything just hiccuped. I probably wouldn't have noticed around 5 because I'm usually doing my counts by then. But anyway,
Is that the end of A Block? Or?
We had it timed out to finish up right at 9 and get to the interview and all that. And we have absolutely nothing lined up. We're just gonna have to wing it as we have done in the past.
Yep.
Maybe we can
we'll have a quick huddle and
maybe we can just talk to each other about our feelings.
we'll have a quick huddle right before we go
Talk
live.
about what we're gonna do.
See you in B Block, mother effers.
Oh, it's where'd it go? There it is.
Well, I guess I should create a different live stream and cancel that one instead of using it.
This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46 Voice. That's 302-46 Voice. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46 Voice today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdef as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com, delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus Podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Matty Rockdef, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Litoris, coming to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com, on social media, or download us now from your favorite podcast platform. All right.